Hi there everyone, your Pyral here with some more of The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. Last episode, we got the magic armor by helping Malomart take over one of the stores here in Castletown. That's neat. But yeah, we're actually going to be continuing with the main story today. So yeah, I just want to quickly show off that you can actually check out these stands for some nifty little dialogue here. Like, oh, you got a sweet looking apple, looks ready to eat. But the ones over there are sweeter, so let's put this one back. And then I think there's another one here. You got a pretty flower, price is nice too. But there's no one manning the shop, so you should put it back. And then there's another one over here for, yep, for bread. It's hot and fresh from the oven. But it costs way too many rupees, so you should put it back. Just neat little dialogue that doesn't really affect anything. It helps add more life to Castletown, I guess. And no matter how many rupees you have, you can't buy this bread, so it must be pretty expensive bread. Also, no, you're not the NPC I wanted to talk to. There's one around here. Yes, right over here. See, do you have a second? Do you know a guy named Giovanni? My girl here put out a missing persons report on him. I think she's just trying to make me jealous. Strange things are happening, and some people are even saying it's the work of evil ghouls. It's kind of becoming an urban legend in a way. Well, I mean, the evil ghouls thing is kind of true. Anyways, we're just going to head on over here to Telma's bar because this is where we need to go. We got a letter from her, and I think Minna even suggested going here. So first, right off the bat, oh my, if it isn't Link. You made it. How have you been, honey? Mercy be, you have good timing. I was just talking about you. Hey everyone, introduce yourselves. This handsome young man is the infamous Link. You remember what I told you before, honey? These are those friends I mentioned, the ones who are trying to help deal with all of the troubles in Hyrule. Actually, there's one more of us, but there's been a disturbing turn of events in the Western Desert, so he's gone to check it out. He's an older man named Aru. If you happen to meet him, definitely take the time to talk with him, okay, honey? Well, you've come all the way here, so why don't you relax a bit? Want to be sociable and talk to these folks? They're a jolly bunch. Sure thing. So this here, I think they call themselves the Resistance. Let's see, oh, hello there. You must be Link, correct? I'm Shad. Wonderful to meet you. Telma told me all you've been up to. You're rather formidable. I'm rather not, I'm afraid. Well, I'm formidable at book reading, but I lack, shall we say, physical skills. That said, if the history and legends of Hyrule are your cup of tea, I'm your fellow. If you're curious, just ask away. Actually, fun fact about his render, you can see over here that he has a little dagger right over there that's sticking out of this book that he carries. Just a neat little fun fact. So he does have a way to defend himself, even though he says he's not good at fighting. This here is Ashay, I think. I grew up in the mountains with my father, who was a knight in his own right. He taught me the arts of war as though I was his son. Of course, lessons in common courtesy were not part of the regiment, so forgive me if I come off as rude, yeah? Listen, before I blab both of your ears off, I want to tell you something. Snow Peak, the mountain to the north of Hyrule, it's unlike any mountain I've ever seen. I don't know much yet, but things happen there that happened on no other mountain I know of. Evil controls it. As soon as I know something more, I'll tell you. Until then, you should stay away, yeah? And last but not least is this fellow. Not one for words, I see. It has been a long time. Link. My wife Wooly sent word to me. I have seen the children in Kakariko village. And of course, I've also heard of your adventures. I must thank you for your help with Colin, Link. I barely recognized him. In any case, I am troubled by my own inaction. I want to help the cause. These friends here, I have had a connection with them for a long time. Like the others, I'm gathering information now. I will let you know if I hear anything. So yeah, even Russell here is helping out, which is neat. Anyways, the only one that's not here is Aru, and if we were to check this map, this would actually tell us where he is. He's at Lake Hylia studying the desert. So, since we have no other leads and we've talked to everyone here, we might as well go over there and find him. So let's go ahead and do just that. Also, cat. And did I ever make note of the fact that the postman is here? Because the postman is here. Okay. Anyways, we do have the warp spot that leads directly to Lake Hylia, so that's going to be our quickest way to get there. Luckily, the entrance right over here, like this little courtyard of sorts, has no one here that can spot us, so we're free to warp from here. Very convenient. Anyways, let's just go over to Lake Hylia. And I believe you might want some rupees handy. At least 20 if my memory serves me correctly, which is why I got some off screen, because I know my magic armor depleted all of my rupees, even though I didn't have much to begin with anyways. But let's see, the watchtower that Aru is right over there. Right up that way, so let's just head on up there. We couldn't get to this little point until we were able to become regular Link, because the first time we were here in Lake Hylia, we were Wolf Link. Wow, look at how fast Link climbs up the ladder. I feel like I'm always surprised by that every time. But, yeah, anyways, transform into a wolf, because right over here is another Howling Stone. Let teachings of old pass to you. Take sword in hand and find me. And the hero shade is in a part of the map that we haven't been to just yet. Anyways, that song, normally, like with the previous Howling Stones that we've seen, they've been renditions of songs from previous Zelda games. I'm not sure if that one is one from a previous Zelda game or not. If it is, then I guess there'll be a caption saying what it is. But if not, then I don't know. Anyways, there's another postal right over here, which is very handy. So let's just beat the snot out of this. And I believe this is actually the last postal in the Lake Hylia area. So that's good. Let me just open up the map. Yeah. Actually, I believe that's the last one in the entire Lanayru province. So we're making progress there. Making a ton of progress. Anyways, we can't climb up this tower without being regular Link, so let's just do that. Come on, Link. There you go. Jeez. Like, I'm just surprised at how fast he climbs. Anyways, this here is Aru. I thought it was about time for you to arrive. Master Link, is it? You do know Telma, don't you? I am Aru. I am part of the group that Telma kindly allows to meet at her bar. I have heard all about your deeds from her. Now, you being a courageous youth, you've likely heard of the strange events in the desert and come to investigate, no? Or am I mistaken? You do know, don't you, Master Link? No, not really. The Gerudo Desert once held a prison built to hold the worst criminals this land has ever known. The criminals who were sentenced to death were sent directly to the underworld by a cursed mirror that was kept in the prison. Now the prison is condemned, and even the road leading to the desert is impassable. This desert at World's End, it still holds the cursed mirror and the malice of the doomed inmates. These old bones know that the evil currently plaguing Hyrule is related to this wicked place, so I have come to learn the truth. Master Link, I must ask, what will you do now? Don't tell me you plan to enter the desert and confirm my suspicions with your own eyes. Why, yes I do. Is that so? Then let good old Aru help you out. You see like highly below us. A man named Fire runs an amusement ride of sorts there. Give him this. We got Aru's memo. Interesting. See, long ago I saved this man Fire's life, and now he cannot refuse me if I ask a favor. If you leave the rest up to Fire, all should go well. Okay, well, our next destination is going to be the desert, so let's head on. Do you have anything else to say? No. Okay, well, no, I want to backflip off of this place because it'll be like super stylish. Like that. Anyways, let's just head on over to see Fire. I do need to put the memo over here. And yeah, what he was saying about the desert being impassable. In other Zelda games, actually, the entrance to the Gerudo Desert was near Lake Hylia. Not exactly at it, but it did connect to it in another Zelda game. So I guess this is a little bit of continuity for that. But that's just getting into the Zelda continuity in general, and that's always a messy topic just because of the whole timeline shenanigans going on. Anyways, get up here, Link. There you go. Okay, so Fire, I have a note for you. From old Aru, huh? Oh, well, I guess I ought to do what the old coot says. Oasis Flight, right? So here you go, one of our secret options not available to the general public. This time it's all paid for. Oh! Okay, so normally I think if you were to select this option later on, you would have to pay at least 20 rupees. But yeah, next time you gotta pay, so just keep that in mind, although I don't think it's expensive. One for Oasis, fire in the hole! Okay, let's go to the Gerudo Desert. Wait, Link. Before we go on, there's something I want you to hear. Do you remember what the spirit said about the few shadows? What do you think happened to the magic wielders who tried to rule the sacred realm? They were banished. They were chased across the sacred lands of Hyrule and driven into another realm by the goddesses. It was another world entirely, the antithesis of Hyrule, where the sun shines bright. Its denizens became shadows that could not mingle with the light. Eventually, most came to call it the Twilight Realm, and from it, none could return to the world of light. They were forever doomed to live in the twilight, flitting in the half-light of dusk, and mere shadows of Hyrule. This is the history of the Twilight, as it has been passed down from our ancestors. Do you now understand what I am? I'm a descendant of the tribe that was banished to the Twilight Realm. was a peaceful place until Zant took control of the Twilight Realm and transformed all of the Twilight into shadow beasts. It's clear to me now that he somehow gained a great evil power previously unknown to our tribe. In any case, I was sent from there and could no longer get into the Twilight Realm without his power. But there's another tale told by my people. Though the goddesses forbade us to return to the world of light, they left one link between the light and the darkness. Something called the Mirror of Twilight was passed to the protectors of Hyrule. It's our only path to the Twilight Realm, and we must get there. You'll come with me, won't you? It's nice seeing Midna's perspective from things, because really she just wants to help the Twilight people, and this also just makes things a little bit horrifying because all of those shadow beasts that we've been fighting are implied to be some of those Twilight people. And there's also another implication that that the shadow beasts can turn others that they kill into shadow beasts themselves, like with like for example what Barnes was saying when the shopkeeper in Kakariko Village was attacked by one shadow beast, and then there was more after she was killed. So it just shows that what Zant is doing really is a bit twisted. Also Postal there, but like what he's doing is twisted and causing us to harm innocent people just because he wants to use them for his own gain. Anyways, now that we're here in the Gerudo Desert, there isn't that much to it. There's a lot of sand, first off. And, I mean, there are a few things for us to do. Namely, we do need to follow through with this map here. Ultimately, this is our destination here, this part in the northwest. And my first order of business is to head over here, because you can see there's that structure just sticking out. Also, you can see it right over here. Let me just quickly transform into regular Link, because there is another golden insect here. Come on. There we go. This here is the male dayfly. Only 2 more golden bugs to find. Now, as you can see, this place does have a lot of just trenches, a lot of crevices. But other than that, the environment here really isn't too varied. There's just a lot of sand, a lot of just platform-like areas to climb. Now, I think in this trench is the other dayfly that's around here, or it might be the other trench. Oh nope, I see it right here. There's all those annoying enemies just burrowing through the sand chasing us, but oh well. Dayfly, please. Now, these dayflies are a lot easier to see at night because once it becomes daytime here in the Gerudo Desert, it becomes super bright. So, it's a good thing I was able to find them now. Now, up here, I want to get up onto this platform. So, let me just do that. As you can see, there's this tree that we can latch onto. There's these flying things just all around. These are called P-hats. P-hats. In other Zelda games, they were just enemies that attacked you. Here, they are simply just claw shot targets, which is really nice. Oh, missed my chance there. But as you can see, right off the bat, there is an Impo right over there for us to get. We just go over here. And this is actually really helpful as well because this warp point will appear. We just need to defeat these shadow beasts. I will apologize in advance because now that we know that these are innocent Twilight, feel a little bit bad. Hey, let me just get rid of this one first because this one is just out in the corner doing... Not you. Okay, fine. You come over here. Just like that. And I believe this is actually the only warp point here. But it's nice that we did unlock it. Just climb up here. And my first order of business is this impo. But I have another reason for coming here. Not just beating up these Poes and taking their souls. Okay, so that is another impo for us. But more importantly, is this thing. What is this thing? This is actually the piece of the Bridge of Elden that was whisked away after we passed it the first time. It got sent over here to the Gerudo Desert for some reason. But doing this will open up the not the Gerudo Desert, the Bridge of Elden for us, and we'll be able to cross it anytime we want. Now, there is another reason for me to warp this aside from just having a warp spot here or opening up the Bridge of Elden for us to travel to. But I'll explain that after this bridge piece gets put back. And I like how this is actually reflected in the Bridge of Elden stage in the Super Smash Bros. Series. Like, this piece of the bridge will get teleported away in Smash Bros. You'll see King Baldwin riding alongside it to reflect the battle we had against him here. It's just a nice little bit of reference to the events of this game. Anyways, back to the Gerudo Desert. It's a good thing we do have that warp point there. Because now we don't need to pay for the Oasis Flight. But, anyways, right over here, if we were to investigate where the bridge was, there is this place. I'm not going to go down here just yet, because I can't explore everywhere down here, but this leads to a place called the Cave of Ordeals, which it was mentioned earlier in this game, not by name, but this is where Giovanni got his bottle of Great Fairy's Tears. So, that's something to keep in mind. Anyways, there's more for me to just look for. So let me just quickly dive down. And I don't think this leads to anything. Now, just because of like how big the desert is, I sometimes forget like what there is to do here. Also, it's starting to become daytime, which is a shame because there are some Poes for me to find here. I do see that treasure chest though, so I will grab that. I think that's actually something I need. Come on, any moment now. Is this something that I need? Please let it be. It is the Meaver Stamp for the Hylian letter R. Nice. Wow. Y'all just fell to your death. Okay, well, we do get to see what the desert is like in the daytime. Where's that pea hat? You're all the way over here. Come on. Come on. Can I latch on to you? No? And more of these things are just gonna fall to the... Wow, they really have a death wish. I feel kind of bad for them. Yeah, as you can see, like, when it's daytime, it becomes really hard to spot the golden bugs. So, it's preferred that you fight them, or find them when it's nighttime, because they're a lot easier to find now. Speaking of that, we only need one golden bug. It's just one that we can't get just yet. Where's the pea hat? Oh. He got over here super fast. Come on. You know what? Easier way to do this. Not just transform into a wolf. I'm just gonna warp back. So, easy peasy. And you know what? I think what I'm going to do, although it is daytime and it's neat that we get to see what it's like in the daytime, I will wait for it to become nighttime just because I want to get a post hole here. There's actually a few that are out here in the overworld, and it does need to be nighttime for that. Okay, so it's pretty much close to nighttime. I think I'm good enough to continue exploring. And I think over there is a place I need to go to find some more post souls. As you can see, there's this gate here that's kind of blocking the way through, even though we could just jump down from the high ground. But let's see, I think what I'm looking for is right over here. Yeah, this looks right. So what I want to do is go back to being regular Link. Then claw shot my way up here. If I can find a way through. Maybe this way? Yes. I think these trees are supposed to be growing pea hats. I think. Anyways, right over here, there is another post hole for us to grab. So, come on down. So the price is right. The price is, your soul. And there we go. But, there's more. Right over here is another dig spot for us. And this will lead us to some more goodies. So right off the bat, there are 2 pose for us to get. So that's 1. And here is number 2. Perfect. But there's more as well. Because this cave has some goodies for us. Let me just, yeah. Let's use a bomb. Sure. Let's just blow up these rocks. And right over here, got a good old lantern thing for us to light up. Is there another one that I'm missing? Yeah, right over here. Okay, there's probably another one right over here. And this is gonna give us another thing that we quote-unquote need. I'm also running out of lantern oil. Oh well. So in here is the sad Midna stamp. Why is she so sad? I mean, she has a lot to be sad about, to be fair. But she does continue to pull through. And let's see. That actually puts us at 34 postals. We're over halfway there. But right over there, this will take us straight to that ancient prison that Aru was talking about. So let's just continue going through. Actually, this is a good spot to practice our archery skills. So I'm just going to equip this because if we were to take a look here, we can see that there's some Baldwins in these towers. Aha! Nice. And another one to snipe from a distance. I think this is about good. Yes! That looked like it barely made it. Yeah, there's just Baldwins all around here. Just watching for anyone to snipe with their arrows. I think that's it. Cool. And if you were paying attention, you could see that their the towers that they were on had some chests inside them or underneath them. So, did not mean to do that, but you know what? It's fine. Sure, come at me. That's a bit much. Hello. And I guess I'll just take you. You die in one hit to arrows, which is neat. But you can actually ride these boars that they have. I think they're called bull boars? That might just be the name of a Pikmin enemy. No, they're called bull borbs in Pikmin. These might just be boars, but these handle kind of similarly to Epina, but there is a difference here. You can press A to dash. Link has a hard time steering once that happens, but it just breaks this fence for one, but it will also break down those watchtowers, and you'll be able to grab some of the treasure that's underneath them. So I'm just gonna quickly do that. And this is just a really fast way to get through the desert in general. Even though it is hard to steer. Okay, let's do this again. These treasure chests are really nothing special. But they are there. So, you know what? Why not? I mean, if they have arrows, actually, that would be fine. Red rupee. Sure, why not? And this is arrows. Perfect. I actually need some more arrows. And I'm not gonna bother. There's actually another spot where we could use the boars down in the southern part of the desert, but I don't think that leads to anything too special. You know what? I'm gonna quickly check just to make sure. I'm keeping that in. So I'm not gonna bother because again, I don't think there's anything too noteworthy. I mean, there's those fences over there that you could break with the boars, but yeah. Oh, I do need the boars to break the fences over here. But yeah. Let's just go ahead and break through. It is nice that we could just break through things. It's pretty cathartic, actually. And actually, being able to transform into a wolf, we do get a little bit... It does make it a bit easier to travel through the Gerudo Desert, just because Wolf Link is faster than regular Link. Anyways, right over here is the Hero Shade. So it's time for us to learn another hidden skill. We meet again. At last, the skills I have to teach you have entered the realm of true secrecy. They are forgotten ways that do not leave our bloodline. Among the techniques I shall be teaching you are some that may even endanger you. Do you feel ready to learn these skills? Very well. But before we begin, I must test you to ensure that you have mastered the last skill I taught you, the Helm Splitter. Now then, come at me. So, to do the Helm Splitter, use a shield attack, then press A. And I guess he wants us to attack its back after. But it is a very handy skill to use. And now the next one is the Mortal Draw. The ways of the sword are known to many creatures, and some have strengthened their guard against shield attacks and backslices. Should you encounter such a foe, the Mortal Draw that I'm about to teach you is most effective. You must sheath your sword and cast aside the most basic of skills, the Z target. You must wait until your foe is upon you. Then, before the enemy can see through your ruse, you must quickly draw your blade with A. There is no defense for this. The mortal draw deals death. Very well, now try it. So, like he said, put your sword away, don't Z-target, and then wait for the prompt to use the mortal draw. Personally, I don't really use the skill. It does instantly kill enemies, like he said, but it's not one that I tend to use a lot just because I do rely on Z-targeting. See, that was a pointed strike, but do not forget that this technique leaves your life at risk. That too, because you're not Z-targeting and your sword is put away and you're not using your shield, you are at risk of taking some damage. But it is another option for us. And that is the 5th hidden skill. There are still 2 hidden skills for you to learn. Do not neglect your daily sword training between now and the time you come to learn the next. May we meet again. But there's more. As you can see, there is a Poe there for us that I want to grab. Hopefully, I do this fast enough, because there are more Poes that I want to grab while it's still... Oh, these levers. Leave me alone. There. But yeah, I just want it to be nighttime still. And I have been meandering around for quite a bit, so hopefully that doesn't make things too difficult. See, that's the way I'm supposed to go, but over here there's a treasure chest. Is this gonna have arrows? Yes. Good. I'm gonna need some. So I'm actually just gonna equip the arrows by themselves without the Hawkeye. I'm gonna see if I can do this without it. But right over here, this will take us to another part of the Gerudo Desert. This here is a place that is just swarming with Baldwins. So the best course of action to do is to take them out with the arrows before they see you, because they'll just call more. Luckily, there's some places here that allow us to just snipe them. Are we good? Okay, I think I'm good. Let's see, right over here. Careful with that. And I got that one. Yeah, as you can see, there's these little crates that we can just climb up and just snipe from here. Very handy. And I think this treasure chest will also have arrows for us. Yes. Perfect. Making use of that arrow upgrade that we got as well. So let's just continue going through. There. I see you. This is actually a fun little area because this really lets us use the arrows that we've gotten, and we haven't really had a chance to use them aside from the Goron mines. But this area is just made for us to use the arrows. I like it a lot. Just a little Baldwin camp area. Let's see. Just want to be careful, because again, I don't want to be spotted. I think I'm good. Okay, I'm still good. Nothing yet. Oh, I see one a little bit off in the distance. The Hawkeye does make this a lot easier, but I want to challenge myself a little bit, not rely on the Hawkeye. Hello there, you did not see me. Just gotta be careful. Oop. Careful. There we go, that's one. You just watch your friend die right in front of you. Okay, that's another one. We're doing good. Still haven't been spotted. Can't go through here. Is that it? Maybe? Aha, there's another one right over here. And I think that's actually it. Yep. This one was holding a small key for us. Oh, I did not mean to just fully destroy that boar. But it does have a piece of heart. Now, normally, you would need to just whack it a ton with your sword, but I think I accidentally used the Mortal Draw on it. Huh. Didn't know that you could do that. Also, I don't know, I just think it's weird that they were just roasting one of the animals that they read on. Oh well. I mean, if that's the case, then technically we should be able to kill other boars and get pieces of heart from them, but that's not how it works. Anyways, now that we have the key, let's open this up. And let's ride this boar. Okay, that was rude. Anyways, we have a rematch against King Baldwin. This time, it's just an actual fight. He's gonna swing around his hammer, so you want to be careful of that. He could do it just a swing like he just did, but I also think he could spin around and cause a ton of damage. Oh, he's tired. Perfect. Oh, that hurt. Hey, let me just use that. Get some easy hits in. Oh, is this your throne? How cute. Okay, now let's just continue to wail on you. Phone, please stop vibrating. Oops, you're gonna spin. I believe that actually does a ton of damage as well. Let's do that and do the Helm. We missed the Helm Splitter. You know what? Let's try the Mortal Draw. Or not. Or not. We beat him. You okay there, buddy? Yeah, he's not quite dead. He's just gonna walk away. He's limping too. Feel kind of bad. And he decides to be a sore loser and burn this place down with us in it. Luckily, we have this boar here to help us escape. And I wouldn't want this boar to suffer with us. So, let me just do this and dash. No, I said dash. Just like this. Now, before we go any further, I want to go back to where we just fought King Baldwin. The reason why is because there's a Poe right there for us. Easy peasy. So let's do this. Please do not hurt me. And that is another Poe for us. Now we can head back to where we were. Just don't want to miss that. And finally, before we enter this place, one more postal for us to grab. Okay, come on. There you go. Neat. That's another one. How many does that put us at? 37. Cool. And how many are left here? There's 3 left? Huh. Also, we have a little bit of a thing here. I don't think this is anything too noteworthy, but it's treasure that I cannot pass up. Come on, let me unequip my lantern. Can't skip this cutscene. We've seen this cutscene like a bajillion times. Come on, game. Well, purple rupee, sure. We're slowly filling up our rupee count back to what it was. And I'm just gonna crush open these skulls. Huh. Well, that's some hearts. Anyways, let's head down in here. And this is where I'm going to be ending it off, because this is actually the next dungeon of the game. So, we got a lot done. We advanced the story. We explored pretty much all there is for us to do in the Gerudo Desert. And now here we are in the next dungeon of the game, which we will explore in the next episode. So, thank you all so much for watching, and see y'all next time for another episode of The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. Later!